Night with the black box letter. This black box letter is an interesting one, and we did put it up on our social medias already, and we've gotten some feedback. So we're going to go ahead and read some of these comments from our social media as well. But tonight's black box letter, I don't want to confuse it with the other letter. All right, here we go. All right, tonight's black box letter comes from Curtis. Curtis says, my girl is 39. I'm 24. She owns her condo. She owns her car. She owns the bed I sleep in. And the last month she paid off a credit card I'd been hiding from her for about a year. I'm not writing about the age. I'm writing about what I've figured out I am in that house. We met at her cousin's cookout in West Oakland. I was cutting somebody's hair on the patio. That's what I do. I cut hair. I'm good at it. I make a decent money for a man my age, and it's not her money. He laughed at something I said and did not stop laughing. And 8 months later, I've got a drawer and a key and a woman who tells me she loves me in the morning before she's even got her eyes open. My boys call me a kept man to my face, probably something worse behind my back. I let it ride because what am I supposed to say? That they're wrong? The only thing in that condo, though, that is unquestionably mine to give is what happens after midnight. She told me once, laughing, not cruel, that she hasn't been touched like this since she was my age. That should have made me feel like a king. Instead, I started keeping score. One column where I outperform, so it's the one column I'd better keep hitting. I catch myself thinking about it like a job I could get fired from. Flip it around. 39-year-old man, 24-year-old woman, and the only thing she brings through the door is the bedroom. Half of y'all would have a word for her, and it wouldn't be kind. So why there isn't one for me, and whether that's mercy or whether it's just that nobody believes a man can be used. Big O, you've been married for a long time. I want to know if a man can be the one who receives and still feel like a man, or if that's a thing we say and don't mean. L, I want you to tell me what my boys are actually saying when they call me kept, because I don't think it's about me. Krush, you're going to be the one who says, just enjoy it. Tell me why, and tell me if you'd say that to your son. Curtis from Oakland, California. So who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Krush.
I mean, the basic idea is that, while, it's clear that you've accepted a certain level of reality here with the situation, I think what your boys are inferring to is like the unsustainability of this arrangement and the inherent lack of self-responsibility that's going to eventually, creep upon you at one point. Because time waits for no man when it comes to this life, and unless certain decisions are going to be made about that relationship at a certain point, unless certain leverage is established, someone may have to move. I cannot say that I have not been in this situation.
We're going to save that for our In the Black After Dark episode, Krush. So keep that in mind.
But nevertheless, bro. I can respect that you acknowledge that acknowledge where you're at. But I think your boys are trying to just allude to the lack of
Krush.
The lack of vision.
He asked you a question though. He said, "You're going to be the one to say just enjoy it."
Me?
Okay. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "Krush." He just literally said, he named all of us. Krush, you're going to be the one who says just enjoy it. Tell me why, and tell me if you'd say that to your son.
Okay, well, I'll say just enjoy it because you're not married.
Would you say that to your son though?
To be honest with you, with what I've gone through, yeah. I'll say the same thing. I would say the same thing. If you're not married and this thing has not gone on for more, if the situation has not gone on for more than if this situation has gone on for more than 7 or 8 years, then yeah, you might have to reconsider. But this is
you said about 8 months.
Months?
Yeah, he said about 8 months.
No, don't worry about that. Yeah, I would say definitely enjoy it. If the seeds are there for commitment,
the seeds is there.
You know what I'm going to add. All jokes aside, you know what I'm going to add in the next episode.
Everywhere, right? Yeah, everywhere. But you know,
shoot the club up, Curtis. Shoot the club up, baby. Shoot the club up.
Well, that'll make the decision real quick. That'll make the decision real quick.
Club up, brother.
That'll make the decision real quick for you.
Okay.
But in all, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're the only reason why, you know, if you're not married here and the illusions to commitment are not there, then, you know, enjoy yourself. And I'll tell you something, the same thing, because you don't want them, you know, because I've made the mistake of getting too invested into the idea of being in a relationship, you know, way before I was even equipped to have. And you don't, and while it may be noble for your son to want to be, you know, a committed man and a good man, but that's not realistic at such a young age. You shouldn't put yourself through all that pressure. You should put yourself all that pressure to be with one person. The only pressure you have to be is to be happy. So, and being happy, you have to find out what that is for yourself. You know
Krush is telling you to sow your wild oats. I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. But
it's just the commitment out there, especially a few months in, man. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? And it's clear that you're not holding any illusions to yourself.
Well,
he ain't holding to himself.
Well, no, let's keep it a buck. He's feeling some sort of, he did say he's feeling some sort of way right now. Whether he's a piece of meat that's just being used for a service.
Well, that may
residual patriarchy is sliding out of him right now. That's all that is. Huh? That's all it is that little bit of leftover patriarchy, Curtis.
You think that's okay?
That's all it is. Curtis,
go
ahead, Al.
He might be feeling some grains of relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, just for future reference, I'm going to make sure that right now we have a cheek counter right here. How many times Elgin says clapping cheeks, spreading cheeks?
Thank you. Let's start with
it's going to get counted.
Your homies are jealous that you are clapping cheeks and life is good for you. Okay, the reason why they are calling you a kept man is because they wish they too were having not only the material benefits, but also the cheek benefits. Mm-hmm. They are literally giving you a hard time because you are enjoying a part of life that they are not getting. In their jests, it is a level of jealousy, my man. Curtis, I can applaud you. Encourage you to continue, my guy.
Every accusation is a confession.
Everything that you can do, enjoy the cheeks, my man. Life is short. It's rough out this joint. And she sounds like she's cool. She's not taking advantage of you. It doesn't sound like there's some misunderstanding between each other. You clearly know what is taking place. You're clearly aware. Like she is
remain undiluted and be fine.
Ambiguity of what is taking place. She is basically demonstrating to you that as long as you keep performing at a LeBron James in Cleveland championship level, my guy, she will continue to take care of you in all of the ways. I'd say enjoy it, my guy. And the hell with your... Listen, every time you get around your homies and they start making jokes, put on Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac.
As a matter of fact, you know what? You know what, sir? I would even encourage you.
Listen, I would even enjoy it, my guy.
For the sake of maintaining and even enhancing your performance, seek external contractors for further training.
Chef up in there
just seek external contractors for further training. Okay,
bruh, do whatever you need
practice,
to do.
You know what I'm saying? And feel free to outsource your technique.
You're on a winning team right now,
and feel free to look for professional development. It's a
lot of jet type players and teams out here. Yeah. These women out here are like the Jets, my guy. They haven't won in a long time. So you are out joint.
There are a lot of terrible teams out there, though. Don't disrespect my motherfucking Jets. You hear me?
Yeah. So
you out here like,
don't do that.
Like Brady and the Patriots. You out this joint.
Feel free to do things. Feel free to do what you need to do.
The Dolphins is right there, my guy. You could have said the fucking Dolphins.
Feel free to do what you need to do to secure your slot. You know what I'm saying?
Curtis, I really want you to sit back with it, though, honestly, and ask yourself the questions. Why are you feeling some type of way? Why? What is making you feel uncomfortable about this?
Well, let's keep it a buck. He did say that she mentioned not feeling as sexually satisfied as
with other people
since she was younger. So that does, maybe for a man in his age range, that does put some level of weight on his head. Like, okay, I need to make sure that every
24.
What is your point? He sees that he,
bruh. At 24, I'm pulling up from half court like Steph. What are you talking about?
Hold on. You
not
literally just said that
he's not 44.
Just pointed out how this dude has a good thing, correct?
Yes.
So if you know that you have a good thing, and you know that part of that good thing is hinged on your performance,
at 24,
some people can't take the bright lights, my guy.
Worthy, my guy. What?
Some people can't take the bright lights, Elgin.
No, wait.
No, at 24, I got a leg up on the damn headboard, my guy. What are you talking about?
But no. Say
I'm like, yo, I can't do that position no more. 24?
No, dude's not 24, right? Dude's like,
yes,
right? Dude's 24. Well, still, Daniel makes a good point that there is a possibility that this could induce.
The lights are too bright at 24.
Dude, he sees
over time.
This woman is taking care.
This could induce some anxiety over time.
This woman, for lack of a better description, takes care of him.
Yeah, I'm playing better.
But over time, but I'm saying, my guy,
some people don't see it like you, El.
But I'm saying though,
I dig it. 100%.
It's possible that over time, anxiety could build up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I can see
that one day he has a bad day. No matter what she does, it doesn't get through to him, and performance is off. And she'll be like, "What the fuck?"
And you're 24. You can bounce back. Like your bounce back game at 24.
He doesn't know how she'll react.
Hold up.
You're saying he doesn't know how she'll react to a bad day. He doesn't know how she'll react to a bad day.
Hold up.
Oh, bro.
All of us right now, especially Elgin, who's basically talking about throwing his leg up on the bed and doing all sorts of other shit.
At 24?
Hold up. Listen.
I'm having flashbacks of 24.
All of us right now are talking. All of us are speaking from years of experience, though.
Anything can happen. He's concerned about that.
Hold up. All of us are talking from years of experience. Elgin just said his bounce back game is supposed to be whatever it's supposed to be. Right. But many of us didn't recognize our bounce back game. Our bounce back game came from what? Experience.
Oh, okay. Y'all didn't start early. Y'all came off the bench. Y'all wasn't always all stars. I dig it. I didn't say it. Late bloomers. I understand.
Bro. I just been through the hills and valleys.
I got you. I was on the block early. I don't know.
Hills and valleys on a long road.
Elgin is terrible, my guy. He's a motherfucking monster.
Shots early.
Like, you said whatever.
Hills and valleys.
Okay, I dig it.
All right, besides the fact that, like I said, bounce back comes from experience. You know, you played in the game, you played poorly, you know how to come back the next game because you saw the things that you did wrong in the previous one. Maybe he doesn't have that experience. I'm just saying maybe he doesn't have it.
You're also dealing with the right partner that can deal with the bounce back.
Well, and obviously she likes you too, Curtis. Like she likes you, my guy.
Yeah,
like I think older women who are in that position where they're financially taking care of younger men, they realize that they can get other younger men. Like it's not this idea that you.
So you don't think that that's also on his mind though? He doesn't want to be.
Yeah, but still, it should be in his mind too that he can get an older woman. Like if he hit that shot, my guy, listen, they are out here. Like this Cougar Central out this joint nowadays, my man. My man, but the other side of it is, I would also, honestly, Curtis, make sure that you are thinking the long game. And I'm not thinking about the long game from a sexual, physical standpoint. Don't put all of your ducks in that basket. Like, don't set yourself up that if something happens,
but I dig it.
Yeah.
If something happens that you find yourself shit out of luck because you were so dependent on her, that if that wind blows one day, you stuck and your life is just
that's the same thing I would tell my daughter as well.
I would tell my son and my daughter the same thing. Like, yo, make sure that you're still working, you're still taking care of your business. You know what I mean? Let her take care of you.
But you know what? I'm not going
to really hear about how these things actually go. You know what I'm saying? Over time, you rarely hear about how these arrangements go over time.
And she knows what it is. She knows at some point in time you're gonna find somebody your age and probably move on.
Maybe so, but I'm not gonna front on you.
Y'all might get married.
I'm not going to front her. I will say that I recognize what he's saying in terms of just the imagery, the ideology,
I wish I could.
The stereotypes that we put on young black men. That at the end of the day they need to start off as providers. They need to have their own, they cannot be dependent on a woman. One of the first things my dad told me before I left the house was,
now you want to take your dad's advice? Like now was the time.
Listen. One of the good pieces of advice that he told me before I left the house was, you need to make sure that you have your own place, because a woman will get mad at you and she'll do all sorts of. So if you're living with a woman and you piss her off, she's going to kick you out the house. That's not to say that men don't do it. I'm just telling you the advice of my father. So, or you piss her off one day and she's not cooking dinner for you. So all of the things that you know that you need to do or to have established as a grown ass man to take care of yourself so that you don't find yourself dependent on a woman. I think that the weight of society is sitting on his head. So he's sitting here with this woman in her house for 8 months, going back and forth regardless of what. And he's like, damn, the only thing I'm offering to this chick is dick. And at any point I realize, and it's
more than that. He's offering more than dick. Dick is the cherry on top of the spoon.
I'm telling you what he said.
No. I'm saying, but I want Curtis to think beyond that. Also.
I dig it.
It's not just that.
I dig it. But I mean, like I said, the weight comes with societal expectations. And if
I could go back to 24 and to pick any type of relationship that I could have with a woman, I would go back and pick a woman who is older and was going to take care of me the way
that much older,
bruh. As long as that joint is not Sahara dry, I'm good. You hear what I'm saying? What? You want to take
let's go ahead and read some of these comments that we have. But let's read some of these comments that we have on our social media.
Exactly, my guy.
Let's read some of these comments that we have on their social media, guys.
Water-based. There is
guys. We're going to read the comments. The comments. We have Mike. Michael says, "Stop listening to your quote unquote friends. Check your ego. Stop overthinking. And if you're really ready for this type of relationship, time to grow up. Too many times people base their relationships on trying to impress others or are too concerned with what other people think rather than evaluating if this person / relationship is what you want and need. Unfortunately, at 24, he's going to mess this up because he's just not mature and doesn't have enough lived experience. Outperforming after midnight ain't going to keep the train rolling. This will be one of his regrets as time goes on." This is Mike. Our homegirl Keisha with a K. Keisha says, "Interesting."
Hold on. Sounds like Keisha any other way without a K?
That's the way she always says it.
Like, can you spell Keisha with a C?
I'm just telling you, it's Keisha.
Only with a K, right?
You know Keisha. That's the way she introduces herself.
I know. That's why I'm trying to have this conversation now.
You're not going to have this conversation with me. Have this conversation with Keisha. So Keisha with a K says, "Interesting. Sounds like he's listening to his friends, not her. And that is directly impacting how he feels about his relationship."
Okay, Keisha with a K. That's one.
This woman has told and showed him how she feels, and he's still doubtful. That speaks to more than the age and pay gap. That woman knew he is a barber, and she knows how old he is.
That's
right. The letter didn't describe her, making him feel used. That part seems self-imposed.
Yes.
Maybe he's the one that needs reassurance? ?
Possibly.
Am I confusion? Over here, Pooh thinking how I would help my younger mate if I ever found himself in this situation.
So Keisha, how old are you? Because we can have a conversation about this if we need to.
You know, Keisha's in our age range.
No. She's in your age range. I don't know why you keep saying R. Like there's some connection between the two of us. Oh my God. There's some space between us. Like there's a lap or two.
This is one of the reasons why I hate light-skinned dudes so much, especially when y'all get into these those fives. When you have those fives under your belt, you guys start behaving a whole different type of way. Mm-hmm. Anyway, last one. This comes from Benji. Benji says, "Jealous ones envy. Honestly, at that age, his boys wish they were him. Unless he is being treated like a child, which he didn't mention. True. She is with you for you and is riding with you. It feels weird if you have never experienced it, and it can mess with your confidence if you can't understand and accept it. Honestly, she's likely getting smoke from her friends and family, and she is a woman, and she's woman enough not to make him aware. Now, the real elephant in the room is the age gap." This is coming from Benji. "The real elephant in the room is the age gap for real reasons like childbearing. Does he want them? Does she? Got to be honest about timelines and expectations."
Yeah.
So he took it into a whole different direction. But I take his overall premise, and that's Benji. So
I mean, I don't know about the ride for her. He doesn't know if she's going to ride for him at all.
Say that again.
Yeah, I mean, Benji mentioned that. Oh, well, it's clear that she's gonna ride for him. No, that's not clear.
I mean, 8 months later, nothing niggas live in your house.
No,
I mean, that's
not the 8 months. No, not the 8 months. That's not clear. No.
But you're living in someone's house for 8 months. I don't know how much. I don't know what a person is letting you sleep up in your house and eat your shit. And you paying off credit card bills? That's wild.
I mean, I personally wouldn't say you want to bills. I wouldn't. I mean, when I say ride for me, like, are you gonna help me out? I don't know. I mean, 8 months. I mean,
like I said, I would say credit card that she paid off for the guy. Yeah, you're not finding too many people just coming.
They may not have been a big deal for her.
Yeah, don't overthink.
That may not have been nothing. That may have been nothing for her.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Just enjoy the ride, my guy. Don't
enjoy it, man. Don't make it complicated. Man.
Yeah, don't complicate it. Don't start having conversations you don't need to have.
It sounds like
you only got 8 months.
It sounds like you have grains of emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Like 8 months, my guy. 8 months is nothing.
8 months in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot. But 8 months, a lot of shit happens in a day. Talk less of 8 months. So let's not minimize 8 months and the impact that it's had on this guy.
A lot more happens in 3 years.
But still, he's at 8 months now, and it feels like a lot.
But just have the next two questions. If you want children, that's a conversation.
That's a different conversation.
Like that is a conversation to have. Yeah. If you want kids, clearly, I'm assuming that she, at this point in time, probably does not want kids.
Hold up. If he wants a long-term relationship, period, we haven't even established.
Yeah. The kids component. I mean, you can have the long-term relationship, but if she doesn't want kids, there's a time limit, and you want kids, there's a time limit.
Yeah, there's a time limit for you.
Yeah,
right?
actual time limit.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
And in that time limit, continue to get the cheeks and let her pay off your debt. And listen.
The cheek counter is going. Cheek, that was number 4.
I think the ultimate reality with the situation is that your biggest enemy here is time.
Yeah,
time is not your friend in this situation.
No, it's none of our friends either, Curtis.
Never.
I was just go back in time and trade places with you, so that's not my friend either. So we're in the same boat. Okay. Because listen,
man, let's go to the next joint. I was gonna bring in a different topic, but I'm gonna keep it with the letters. So we're gonna go to